Hi, so this is a first impression analysis. It's sort of a heuristic review, and it's coming from me. So the angle would be part academic, where I've taught in UI and UX and also some web technologies. And I'm currently working as an artist for a game company which is not related to this product. And we will do this linearly as a game experience unfolds. I may also comment on the visuals and narrative and so on, because I'm also interested in these aspects of game designs. So we'll just comment on whatever comes to mind and see where this game takes us. So there's almost no HUD right now, there's just a single dot in the screen. I think I remember way back when the first game came out, the first Mirror's Edge, they used this spot because they believed it reduced the feeling of motion sickness when you were running, because you had this solid thing.
Over here. Don't get on that bus. I know no one's eager to talk to you.
So yeah, the HUD is basically inside the fiction. It's provided to us through a small thing the protagonist puts inside her eyeball. So everything that we see through the character eyes, also the character itself will be able to see.
I'll go the other way, meet you up ahead. Noah, she's out. I gave her the B-link and she's off the grid.
So tutorial elements are integrated into the environment. We have some highlights, some augmentation of the environment as well with the red colors. I'm not sure if they're actually in the environment or if this is an augmentation, so it's seen by the character but not actually inside the world space. If we turn around, it's still red. I remember in the first game this was a button press or something like that. Now it seems to be on. Oh, the alright, the middle mouse is the attack button. Alright, this dodge. That's interesting. I wonder if I can combine this with some extra speed maybe. And to get through the door, it's also middle mouse, but that was not indicated. So there was some trial and error there.
You have no idea how good it feels to be out.
Yeah, it's been a long 2 years. But you're not out of the woods yet, Faith. The VTOL just flew in. I think K-Sec means business. Just keep going.
I think those holographic characters is a pretty good idea, that you basically seeing the motion that you're trying to copy, even though there's definitely a disconnect there with the kinesthetic. You're not actually moving your legs and arms around in the game, but there's an expectation to the interaction that you're seeing there with this button prompt, the screen button prompt that tells you to press space, and then you're sort of seeing the hologram thing doing the motion, and you're sort of starting to expect that this is you're seeing the results of your action if you actually perform this right. So you don't have to think too much, or you understand the motion you're trying to do before you're actually doing it. If I press the... So yeah, it seems if I can press the right mouse button, I can actually get a immediate boost to start running immediately without the build-up. So it's a cool cool aspect of the game, where I sort of feel like I'm actually developing as a player as well. So now we are repeating the tutorial part here, so we actually knock it into memory that it is the middle mouse button before we forget it. I can definitely see there might be some issues with habituation learning here, because this whole tutorial part, there was so much red stuff there that I don't feel like I actually got an opportunity to learn how to see the environment for myself. Like in the first game, you could actually turn off this augmentation thing where you could see stuff in red that highlights interactable things, but not everything was highlighted in red, so you actually had to train your eye to learn how to see things you can interact with or engage with kinesthetically, with the jumping and crawling and sliding and so on. I feel like having the entire tutorial run that we just did with this augmentation on, I feel like I've been training my brain a little bit to just look for these red highlighted augmented stuffs. So with this habituation learning, now I feel less able to, or I feel less encouraged to think about identifying which objects I can actually engage with the world and what I'm actually should look for. Okay, but here it is, the runner vision. So now the... Yeah, okay, so maybe I can retract what I just said, because now it seems this is it should not be always on. Or I'm not holding the alt button anymore, but I'm still seeing the thing. So I'm not quite sure when this is on and when it is off now, because I can't take it off again. Yeah, I really want to turn off the runner vision again now, because I don't really want it. But now not really sure how to take it off. And there's you know, in Half-Life, in the Half-Life games, if there's a door there and you can't walk through it, there's no door handle on the door. This is something I wish more games sort of learned from. Like, it's very gamey, of course. Maybe it's strange when you're thinking about realism that, okay, there's a doors with no door handle on it, but we're playing games, you know, where we want to learn what the game systems are, and we are there's so many other aspects of a video game where we sort of just learn what the systems are and we accept them for the pleasure of just flowing within the game systems. It doesn't really have to be super realistic, and I think Half-Life did this so well. Like, if I can't walk through the door, don't give me signifiers that tells me that I can walk through doors. Just remove the handles. Like, why is this one red? This I'm not quite sure. There's too much hand holding here, and I wanna get a chance to analyze the environment myself a bit more. Can I? When I can't climb up this? Yeah, I can. Okay. Yep. Okay. So this is okay. I can't go up here. Okay, I can. So yeah, I think it's been too pushy on the highlights here, because it's not really training me to identify these things. Still holding too much. I want to see that thing myself. I want it to be white, and I want to discover that path. How do I turn this off? I have to try to turn this stuff off. I can't. It's totally ruining my experience here, to be honest. I gotta figure out how to... Wait, how do I... Okay, if I press escape now, I go all the way out of the menus here. I just wanted to go back because I didn't find what I was looking for in that menu, so I pressed escape. I expected to go one back. Did not. They actually went way further back. Gameplay has to be here. Vision. Okay. Yeah, turn this all the way. Classic is that if I want to see it, I can press a button. I'm gonna try to keep it classic. That didn't do it for me. Turn it off. Yeah, alright. Yeah, this is a lot more interesting. And I still keep these screen button prompts. And they, I think they help enough. It's definitely loses a lot of its functionality now that I don't have the run vision on, because they complemented a lot each other a lot. I was gonna say.
I'm out of Ryan. Good. Keep going, Faith.
See, now the game is way better now. Now I have to look around.
You did.
This is way better.
Seems 2 years in prison only made you better at this.
So it seems like I can reach for this one. Yeah, they still have the environmental information here. They have the running tracks on the side of the panel, and that does enough of a good job, I think, to just give me these subtle hints as to where I can run and where I can't.
Remember to use your surroundings. Being kicked into a railing will hurt for sure.
Okay, this new combat system is pretty cool, actually. But I wish they also evolved this when it came to the parkour movement. That again, I could grab the bars and so on. By maybe there's is that actually possible? Doesn't seem like it. But they evolved the combat basically, and I would also like to see evolved parkour movements, just giving the player a bit more responsibility when it came to performing the movements here.
One more thing. K-Sec are talking about some special unit being sent in. It could be a new drone or something. Be careful, both of you.
Oh, did I kill this guy? Oh shit, I killed the guy. I don't want to kill people, I just want to run, you know. Oh.
You can do this, Faith.
Seems like I could have been able to jump over there. Oh, but I couldn't, it seemed. Nah, it's blocked off.
One more thing. K-Sec are talking about some special unit being sent in. It could be a
Yeah, how do I turn around? It seems I should be able to run up there and turn around and jump up there. I have to figure out how this, how that worked. There was a button you had to press, and then the camera would flip around, and you can jump the other way. But there's no buttons I can find right now that allows me to sort of flip the camera around. Yeah, I love the changes to the bell system though. Feels pretty good. Feels really good. So again, really easy to notice the markings on the walls and so on. Very good amount of contrast. So we're doing this again. even in the dark, I can actually still see very easily the marks on the wall. I want to try to get it up. Yeah, it's a lot of invisible gliders here that I just can't pass through. Which is, yeah, a bit of a shame. I mean, it has a wonderful movement system, and I wish the game would encourage me to explore the levels as much as possible, not restrict me to invisible gliders and so on. The only reason I feel safe jumping down here is because I've played the first game. If I haven't played the first game, I would not necessarily have known that this might be a safe space to land. But there's also some colors in the screen here that sort of removes the focal point from this location, because there's a repetition of the yellow leading through the landscape here. And if I want to pull in Gestalt theory, I could say that it doesn't stand out too much because of the principle of proximity, where when something is close together and they look similar, they are sort of seen as a one group and not unique from each other. And there's a bunch of repetition of the yellow elements here that looks sort of similar, and anyway, so we can just jump out.
Chris, we still have a game to finish. When you get closer, you'll know the marks, Faith. Just follow them home. And then we should see about getting you reintroduced to the world. I got a run for you that should do the trick.
Wait, I can't even stand up on this one? Okay, I can. I just sort of floated off for some reason. A little bit invasive overlay there.
How was Juvie?
I remember her from the first game. Don't remember this guy though.
Couldn't stand being locked up for 2 years. I'd rather die.
Okay, I'm gonna take a pause here.